I'm about to start my very last week of nursing school starting tomorrow, which is insane because I have 3 clinical shifts this coming week. It's going to be a really hectic week because I'm pretty much going to be in the hospital for 5 days straight because I have clinicals tomorrow morning and then work Monday and Tuesday and then clinicals again Wednesday and Thursday. So it's going to be a really busy week, but you know, there's no better way to end nursing school but with a bang. Aside from that, again, so sorry for being so behind on the content, and I am just really blown away by all of you that have been watching me since my 3rd quarter videos, because you guys are also about to watch me graduate and finish nursing school in the next 5 days. It's I feel like I've said that in the last like 3 videos already, that I can't believe I'm graduating, but even till this point I still haven't really let that sink in fully for me to realize that I'm gonna literally have a bachelor's degree in 5 days. So yeah, anyways, I need to go to bed because I have clinicals again tomorrow and at 7 a.m. But we get to work with little kiddos. It is currently 10:47, so it's about time. Welcome to another week, my last week of nursing school. I came back from clinicals about 45 minutes ago, and I hit like a bit of a disaster this morning because I wouldn't say I'm the most organized person, but I'm also one of those people that, I don't know, what's the word for it? It's an organized mess is the best way for me to put it. In other words, my mom, quite frankly, you guys might not even think this is like disorganized. Like, my room is relatively clean. To my mom's standard, my room is always filthy. In my standard, however, even when things look messy, I personally know exactly where I put things, and I have a pretty good recollection as to like the last place that I put my things in, even if it might not be where people expect it to be. And there is this folder that I need for clinicals because it has all of my clinical paperwork in it, including my midterm and final eval, all of my clinical daily reviews where my nurse signs every single shift that I show up for as proof that I actually came to my shift, as well as my preceptor's RN information. There's just a lot of clinical paperwork that I need to turn in at the end of the quarter to actually get credit for my clinicals and also to graduate, because without that paperwork there is no proof that I actually completed my clinical shifts and actually covered all 144 hours that I needed to cover. I usually already have all my stuff out ready the night before clinical so that I don't have to stress about it in the morning and I can just pick it up and leave. For some reason last night I was so focused on falling asleep early, because for the entire week prior I've been consistently falling asleep at 2 a.m. and that just wasn't gonna cut it, especially for me having to wake up at 5. So I had gotten ready for bed at like 9:45 and I was determined to fall asleep by 10:30 max. So I like did my typical thing. I was like on my phone for a little bit, tried to watch some like videos, listen to some ASMR to like help me knock out, and I actually fall asleep. But in my focus of trying to go to sleep, I didn't prepare my things in the morning. But then again, I'm like, it's not like I have that many things to look for. So I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, it's fine, like I have plenty of time. I'm like getting ready, I wash my face, and I like put my makeup on, and I'm like picking up my pens and pencils, and I'm like putting things in my pocket. I got my stuff in my shoulders, everything's good. And then I'm like, okay, where's my folder? I'm looking around. It's a bright red folder. You can't miss it. You just can't. I can't find it. And then I just try to calm myself down because I can't go to clinicals without this paperwork. And if it's actually gone, I also can't graduate. So let's just calm down. I like dig in the back of my mind to try to remember exactly where I put it. And I remember it being on the floor in my sister's room. So it is now crawling to like 6:30. I'm like scavenging my sister's room and digging up crevices and looking around everywhere. I can't find it. So now at this point, I haven't eaten breakfast. I haven't drank my daily matcha that I drink before my clinical shift to help me wake up. And now I'm panicking because I can't find my folder that has everything I need that covers my clinicals. But I can't be late. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go. So I go to clinicals do my whole shift. I ask my preceptor to sign this little slip of paper to try to prove so that I could attach it to the sheet that I usually have all my clinical reviews on. She signs the paper and I come home and I'm still freaking out. It's been 12 hours of me just freaking out about the stupid folder. Guess where I found it? Behind my sister's bed. It slipped into the crevice and I don't even know how it got there. I'm just thankful that I found it because, thank God, I can graduate.
Look at me, I can walk on my hands. Woo! Circus freak.
You couldn't get enough attention when you were a kid, so you're trying to make up for it now.
Okay, Google, what's the weather today?
Today, it'll be sunny with a forecasted high of 92 and a low of 56. Right now, it's 60 degrees and clear.
Good morning. It is now Tuesday. I'm working another half shift today and I'm splitting it with Naomi. So it'll actually be the first time I see her since quarantine started. So it's been a really long time. I haven't seen her in a while. I might cry. Anyways, that's beside the point. I feel like I'm spacing out so much this morning. Today I've got to work on some homework and paperwork so that I don't have to stress about it tomorrow or on Thursday. That's on the agenda. I also have a lot of like house chores to get done, like washing my makeup brushes and doing my laundry. So does anyone else's voice get super raspy in the morning? Because my voice is like always super raspy. So with this job, since I'm working as a PCA in the hospital from like a student standpoint, and obviously as you guys know I'm graduating, I don't get to keep this job just for however long I want to. We get to keep these jobs for about 3 months after we graduate, and then that's it, and I'm gonna have to resign. I'm just getting ready for work. It's like 5:15ish. I have about 20 minutes before I usually leave, and I'm so hungry. I am not exactly on like a strict diet, but I'm on like a no snacking diet now because I've just been gaining so much weight. And I got an email that my gym that I usually go to may or may not be opening this coming Friday, and I am super excited because that's perfect timing, because now I am no longer gonna be in school and I have plenty of free time on my hands to be able to go to the gym when I want to. So I'm really hoping that my gym is one of the few gyms in California that are gonna open up, because the county that I'm in and the area that I'm in didn't get, you know, hit hard with the virus, and we're pretty much in the full phases to actually start opening places up and allowing people. I mean, heck, in the grocery stores around my area, like, people aren't really wearing masks anymore and it's not really being enforced. So I'm just gonna finish getting ready and go make myself a matcha latte and some toast and head off to work. So I'll see you guys after my shift. Today had to have been one of the worst shifts I've ever worked in my entire life. I'm so tired and I only worked a half shift today. It was bad. Like, security was called like 3 times. Cops were called like 9 times. Homeland Security was apparently called. Not by us though. Long story short, it was just very interesting person I was taking care of today, and he hadn't slept in probably 2 to 3 days, and he was getting increasingly aggressive, verbally aggressive, and confused, and I was just not the greatest situation, not the safest situation either, and was really concerned for not my safety at all, honestly, but his safety, because he was a high fall risk, but I knew for a fact that if he ever attempted to get out of bed, I would not be able to catch him. So it was just really stressful 6 hours of my life. Glad to be home. I'm gonna snack on my Talenti Southern Butter Pecan ice cream, which is one of my favorite ice creams ever. That's not a kid flavor. I'm gonna take a nap, probably watch some Netflix, and then finish some homework before having to go to sleep again for clinicals tomorrow, because it is gonna be shift 8 out of 9 tomorrow. And yeah, talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning to another day in the life of a nursing student ready to graduate. Today is my second to last day of clinicals. It is now Wednesday. Also the second to last day of this torturous week because this is my 4th day back in the hospital. I am starting to feel the crash, but I am determined to make it through the day and actually make it a good day today so that I can survive tomorrow. Hi, dudes and dudettes. Say hello to my dog, who does not want to say hello. I just got back from my clinical shift and now I am heading out to go to Target so that I can buy my preceptor a present tomorrow. I don't know why I didn't think of it in the previous days when I actually had the time and didn't have to wake up again at 6 in the morning for another shift tomorrow, but you know what? We're just gonna go out while I still have some energy left. In all honesty, I probably could have just gone straight to Target right after my shift, but like I didn't think that far ahead and I just kind of was thinking out of exhaustion and just decided I was gonna go home. And then when I got home, I was like, dang it, I should go get her a present. My preceptor has been amazing this entire time, and unfortunately, tomorrow might be one of the days that I actually don't get to work with her because with the situation in the hospital, with low census, with patients, and just in general nurses getting budgeted and furloughed and etc, etc. The way that the unit works right now is that ever so often they'll cycle around the nurses to who gets budgeted and floated on each day, regardless if you're technically supposed to work that shift. And unfortunately, tomorrow is one of the days where my nurse might actually end up getting budgeted or floated to a different floor, so I might not even be able to work with her, but we will see. Regardless, I hope she shows up tomorrow so that I can actually give her a gift because she deserves it. She has been amazing, and I did a lot of fun stuff today. I got to do a central line dressing change, I placed an IV, I did a straight cath, I placed an NG tube on a baby. It's been an overall eventful day in regards to skills, so that's pretty good. And tomorrow is officially my last day of nursing school, my last clinical shift ever, and I could not be more excited about it. But I will be heading off to Target and we'll see what I can find to go give her tomorrow. It's my last day of nursing school. I am not gonna cry. No. I have a whole 12-hour shift to go, and you guys can watch me cry when I get back. You are looking at a newly graduated nursing student who has just completed her very last clinical shift and never has to go back for a single day of school in her life. Guys, I'm done with college. I've completed nursing school. I literally feel like it was just yesterday when I started nursing school and now we're done. Like I'm done.